Yep, flat tire. Good. Handbrakes up. Yeah, look at that. Nothing on the front end. Yeah, look at that, guys. This car is completely bald. There is, wow, there's no tread. Funny thing is, guys, I actually do have brand new tires in the garage right now. It's just the shop that I use to change them. It's an automatic tire changer shop. And they're not open this week. So I gotta wait until later on until they open up. Guys, it's finally 2019, and as you guys know, we have so many crazy new cars coming out this year. The new Supra, the new GT500, there's so much coming out, and honestly, the new GT500 to me is like the biggest unveil that I've been like hyped about for so long now, because even back when the 2013 GT500 came out, that car blew away the competition. Honestly, it blew away the competition. Had a carbon fiber drive shaft, had 662 horsepower, and you know for a fact, when Ford comes out with one of their high-performance Mustangs, they don't just slap on a supercharger in those cars. What they do is that they innovate.
Innovation really is the lifeblood of Ford Motor Company, and that goes all the way back to my great-grandfather, Henry Ford. He was his century's greatest innovator, and that's quite a legacy for us to live up to.
They innovate, and that is one thing I just love about Ford. Look at the Ford GT, for example. That entire car was a result of innovation, and so is this car right here. The GT350R has not just a flat plane crank motor designed from a 458 Ferrari, but carbon fiber wheels. You'll never see this on another $60,000 car. I've never seen a car that you can buy and never get old of the exhaust and not feel the need to modify. I know a bunch of people that do modify the exhaust on the GT350s, but to me, oh man, I can't imagine like making it any better than it is right now. I'm trying to be smooth because these tires, man, they are spinning so much today. Hey man, once the temperature drops out here, this car completely changes. The whole mindset of the GT350R completely turns into a tail-happy, fun machine. That's the best way to put it, because every time I do a pull with this thing in the cold weather with these Cup 2 tires, I just spin. Even with sport mode on, with the traction control enabled, I'm just spinning the entire time. Also in the works, guys, is that I'm flying out to Michigan to attend the Detroit Auto Show, and this is going to be where they unveil the GT500. So expect up close and personal view with that car, and I'll be at the actual auction at Barrett Jackson pretty soon. So hopefully this car will get at least what the GT350R got, if not more, because remember that the GT350 got over $1 million for a Mustang. It's insane. Man, I'll never get old of this car ever, guys. There's something about it. It feels like a Porsche 911. As you guys can tell, I got my tire pressure gauge on, but in this car, you can see everything. And it is insane how much data this car gives you. Everything that you want to see, you can pull up and just check. You go on the track and pull right off and instantly check your trans oil temp. It's that easy. You have these two gauges up here too. This is the GT350R adds these. I believe back when the GT350 came out, the Tech Pack didn't have these two gauges. A ton of people I know are installing this in gauge and they're putting it right here. And if you guys don't know what that is, that allows you to change out the tune of your car. And so many people I know are installing that in their car. And a ton of people I know are also installing an E85 tune on their GT350s. It's honestly crazy the amount of work that you can actually do to a GT350. It's so amazing, the package of this car. I mean, like, this car will be a classic down the road. It has to be. One cool part about this car I've not seen in any other Mustang yet, I've driven the Mustang PP2, the PP1, the Bullet, all the new 2018 Mustangs, and not one of those cars have a performance shift indicator that's on the windshield. The GT350s are the only Mustangs that I've ever seen that actually have heads-up display. And I mean, like, looking at it, it works so well. Even in the daylight, the sun's glaring down on us right now, and I can see the dots perfectly. I mean, like, I couldn't ask for a better system. And yeah, it doesn't show you the speedometer or anything like that. It just shows you one simple readout, and that is your RPMs. And when you're on a racetrack, that's all you exactly want to see. For me, I'm not looking at anything else other than straight ahead of me on the road course. And the dots, they work perfectly. They tell me exactly when to shift. A cool part about it, though, is that you've got different modes. Right now, we're in TAC mode, which is a more livable mode, I think. And it always is there, no matter what RPM you're at, basically. And when I go to track mode, which is my favorite mode, you can see how it goes to the middle and it flashes at you. It's so cool. It makes you feel like you're in a proper race car. And then you've got drag mode, which is a very simple readout. It just flashes at you. And you can always turn off the heads-up display by simply just clicking this button right here. But for me, I always stay in track mode. And the customization doesn't end there. You can also change the shift point. So right now I have it set to 8200. But if you want to drive on the street and you want a short shift all day long, you can lower that to about 7 or 6, whatever suits you. As you guys know, the Super Snake is still in Las Vegas. It's being repaired right now by Shelby American. They said about 2 weeks ago that it would take only 2 weeks to fix, and it's been 2 weeks now. So hopefully this week we can head out to Las Vegas and pick up the car. I've been waiting so long to drive it again. Once I pick up the car, I'm gonna put it straight on a dyno and see exactly how much horsepower it makes in person. And then after that, it's going straight to the drag strip, which is something you guys have been looking forward to for such a long time now. One really weird thing about the newer Mustangs is that if you haven't noticed this before, I want to point it right out to you. The S197 Mustangs, the RPM gauge is actually on the right side. So getting inside of the GT500 Super Snake, you see the RPMs on this side, but in this car, it's switched. And even on the new 2018 Mustang GTs, the buttons on the steering wheel are switched as well. In this car, you've got the cursor buttons on the left side, but in the new Mustang GT, nope, that's on the right side. So I wonder why they keep doing these minor changes. January is gonna be a massive GT500 month. We're gonna have the Barrett Jackson where they're gonna auction the car off. We're gonna have the unveil, and also we're gonna get the Super Snake back. So you can't ask for anything more. Okay guys, that's gonna wrap up today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Now, anyways, if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. It really does help me out. And also, what do you think about the new GT500? Now, do you think it's just gonna be a supercharged GT350? Or do you actually think they're gonna innovate on this car and make something truly unique like they did with this car back in the day? I have my fingers crossed that they have something up their sleeve that they're going to surprise all of us with on January 14th. It's going to be a big day, guys, and honestly, I cannot wait for this car to come out. And as you guys know, about 8 months ago, I believe I placed an order down for this car, so it's going to make a great addition to the Shelby Lifestyle. We're going to definitely compare all these cars and see which one is actually the best. I can't wait to see how it compares to this car, actually, because they're saying the new GT500 can actually corner. Can it corner? Check. Is it fun to drive? Check, obviously. And is it one of the fastest cars in the straight line? Check. It's going to be all three of those things. So make sure you subscribe to this channel because we're going to be the ultimate Ford performance destination. It's just going to be crazy. And as you guys know, I also sent in my Ford GT application. So in the next coming months, we're going to find out if we get to have that crazy supercar alongside the Shelbys. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're up to date on all the new content. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.